Here is the Bob's Red Mill egg replacer. It is an egg actually made to be a substitute for those that have a vegan diet or vegetarian diet or cannot eat eggs. So just a quick breakdown of the ingredient list for this particular product. It has very few ingredients. It has potato starch, which is starch obtained from potatoes. It has tapioca flour, which is starch obtained from the cells of cassava tubers. It has baking soda. This is known to be a leavening agent, which makes the product expand and increase in volume. Psyllium husk, it's a form of fiber and also acts as a laxative as well. It actually has 35 calories and it has 0 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbohydrate and 0 grams of protein. So if you look closely, if you're looking for a protein substitute egg replacer product, this might not be the product for you. As you can see, there's like little to no protein in this particular product. As you can see, the ingredient list is mostly from starch and flour, which means that you're mostly going to get your calories coming in from the carbohydrate portion of this particular product. Next up is the Follow Your Heart vegan egg. This is a particular product that is also made from plant ingredients as well. It's a plant-based egg replacer. It's cholesterol free, it's gluten and egg free as per the claim on the product. This product, compared to the previous product, has a little bit more protein in there, not enough to really make any significant difference, but enough to be highlighted, I guess. It has 1 gram of fat compared to the other product that has 0 grams of fat, 5 grams of carbohydrates. Egg replacer product has 7 grams of carbs. This one has 5 grams. This particular product from Follow Your Heart has 2 grams of protein per 7. So it has soy milk powder, which is derived from soybean. It is mostly used in plant-based dairy products, though this is not a dairy product, but a dairy alternative product, but it's mostly used in those products. They mostly use it in formulations like this because it is free from added sugar, gums, and flavorings, which makes it easy to add to products without getting that profile or taste or sweetness that you don't need. So it makes more for a bland base to start with as part of your ingredient deck. It also has modified cellulose. This could be used as a bulking agent. Obviously, when you're actually taking away eggs and you're trying to recreate it, you need to put certain ingredients in there to make it give the consistency that you want and also the appeal that you're looking for. It has gel and gum, which is also used as a binder, stabilizer, and texturizer. It also has cellulose, which is used as a form of fiber and a bulking agent. Calcium lactate is also present in this particular product, and it is used to prevent structural collapse in cooking and could also be used as a calcium fortification. It has carrageenan. It's a form of seaweed extract. It's a form of seaweed extract, which is also used as a thickener and an emulsifier. Black salt is an ingredient that is in this particular product, which is very unique. You don't see that in a lot of products. Up to now, I had no idea what that was. I don't use it in any of my cooking. I don't use it as a product developer and food scientist world. So this is an ingredient that I had to dive a little bit deeper into and kind of see what it's about. It is also known as an Himalayan black salt found in India. It comes from mines of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and other Himalayan locations. It has volcanic origins and is made up of sulfuric compounds which contribute to its taste and smell. So this particular salt is a bit more pungent, is what we call that. It is made up of iron and potassium chloride. It has antioxidant properties and has surprisingly low sodium levels compared to regular salt that you eat on a daily basis. It contains important minerals like iron, calcium, and magnesium, which are essential for the body. Nutritional yeast is a great source of vitamins and minerals and contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is another ingredient that you see a lot of people putting on their food because it's very flavorful and it also has a lot of benefits to it as well. Natural flavors, obviously, when you're taking out egg and you're trying to recreate it, you can't just put a bland product in front of people and expect them to be happy with it. You need a little bit more flavor to really drive the appeal and palatability of the product. Beta carotene, obviously, egg, as you know, is mostly because of the yolk, is mostly yellow. So to create that same effect, you need a bit of help in that department. So beta carotene is pretty much a pigment that you find in yellow/orange vegetables and fruits, which is present in this product for color appeal. Just egg. I saw this in someone's YouTube video and I felt that would be exciting to purchase this product and just break it down and see what it's about. So this product has another interesting ingredient list as well. It has water in there. Obviously, you need to start with some sort of liquid. It has mung bean protein. They are protein and nutrient dense beans that belong to the legume family. It has expeller pressed canola oil. So it's interesting that they don't just say canola oil. So expeller pressed means that it's mechanically processed to be able to extract the oils without actually using a chemical process. I think that process might be considered a bit more expensive, but it's high quality as well. So that's just an ingredient in here that I wanted to highlight as well. It has potassium citrate, which functions similarly to citric acid without the acidity that you get from citric acid. Tapioca syrup solid, slightly sweet, mostly used for thickening, bulking, and binding. It also has transglutaminase, which is an enzyme used to develop flavors and enhance texture in food. Niacin, it is used as a form of preservative that functions as an antimicrobial. So when it comes to products, we like to make sure that they can last long on the shelf, and then last long on the shelf, sometimes you have to use antimicrobial ingredients to help achieve that. It makes sense that they have it in this product because this one is more liquid and the other one's a powder. And I'm guessing, if I was to guess between the three, that the shelf life of this product would vary a lot from each other given the form that they come in. Overall, exciting products. Can't wait to try them out. The Just Egg product has 5 grams of fat total. It has 1 grams of carb and 6 grams of protein. So of all 3 products, this has the highest amount of protein. This one has no protein. This one has 2 grams of protein, and this one has 6 grams of protein. This one has more carbs in here. This one has a moderate amount of carbs in here, which I'm guessing is 5 grams, and this has 1 grams of carbs. So this one has the highest amount of fat. It has 5 grams of fat in here, 1 gram of fat, and then this one has 0 grams of fat in there. More protein, no protein, very little protein, more fat, no fat, moderate fat, high carbs, low carbs, little to no carbs in here. I'm ready to fry some eggs and bake some cupcakes. So let's jump right into the video. We will be mixing this two guys right here. So to make 1 egg, according to this, we follow the recipe on here. I don't know if you can see that, it's a little too bright, but according to this recipe on here, we need, yes, I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons, this guy right here. So I'm just gonna let the water run for a little bit. I mean, I won't say that's ice cold, but how about this? I'm gonna put the water in the freezer for a little bit. Oh, I don't be like me, I saw all the instructions. This is great. Anyways, this is what it looks like when you take it out of the bag. They wrote it on here too. I hope it's not lost. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't smell good. Oh my gosh. Victory. Look at that. I mean, it's not super leveled, but it's the best I can do. So go with me. Put this in here. 1 oil egg, 1 tablespoon mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. That's doable. 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon for this one, and then you're supposed to add 2 tablespoons of water. It doesn't say it has to be cold, so I think you can just use water coming out of the tap. I don't know that this is going to look like eggs, but we're going to try our very best right here. It looks like when you mix like water with like flour. Very bad about measuring oil before you put it in. Starting with this. Look at that, it looks like a pancake. It just moves like a... Okay, you know what? I think I changed my mind. This is the one I'm going to fry. This is so weird. Just looking at it, it looks like an egg. I'm going to say this is done cooking. Yeah, I know it doesn't look good right now. Let's see. It's very tasty. It kind of tastes like an egg. I would give it a 6 out of 10. It looks like an egg, it tastes like an egg, but would I be eating this every day, or like would it be like part of my new... No, it's not going to be part of my diet. I would not be buying this again. Make an egg without an actual chicken. That's impressive. In our next recipe, which would be cupcakes, use the red one for this and then the green one for the Bob's Red Mill. I'm gonna finally get the water out of the freezer so it doesn't freeze. Oh, that smell, my gosh, what is that smell? Oh, it's so... I am not being dramatic. I know you would think I'm being dramatic. I'm not being dramatic at all. It's so pungent. So this is the Bob's Red Mill egg replacer, and this is the Follow Your Heart vegan egg. So we have salt, we have flour, we have baking powder, we have some sugar, we have some vanilla extract, oil, and we have some milk and some Kerrygold butter. So I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of flour here, and then 1/2 cup of flour, teaspoon for baking soda, baking powder. I need 5/8. I'm gonna use some salt. Just gonna eyeball this because... So So we have butter. I know you can't see what I'm doing because I have so much stuff in front of me, but we have butter. I'm gonna put that in microwave for a little bit. We're gonna use 3 tablespoons for this one. So we're gonna combine the oil. So I need 3/8 of sugar. So I'm adding the flour now to the mixture of the sugar and butter, the vegan eggs. Time to put the vanilla extract in. I'm a food scientist, so I got this particular vanilla extract from a supplier. Yeah. And we need oil. So this is right. Oh shoot! I knew that wasn't right. I knew it. Guys, I have ruined this batch. Oh no. Oh no. I might need to start over. It was 3 teaspoons, not 3/4 cup. I was like, that doesn't look right. See? So we're starting over. We're starting with the butter. I'm gonna do this. So I need 5/8, which is this little dime, to 5. Let's just do that. Then I'm just gonna bring my, I'm gonna add the flour slowly but surely. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we need 3/4 teaspoon. Okay. And that's for this guy right here. To leave it in for 22 minutes. So now we're gonna move on to batch 2. And we're gonna start with the flour. We need 1/2 cup of flour. So we're gonna do 5/8 again. 1. Now we're gonna move on to the salt. I'm just gonna eyeball that for good measure. We'll put our sugar. Mixing stuff together. So we're gonna just put the butter and the sugar together and whisk that out. So now we're going to attempt to put this guy in there. So now I'm gonna put the milk in, 1/4 cup of milk. This. I'm gonna go ahead and put the flour in, vanilla extract, going with the oil. So now we're going to start the last but not the least one. Let's see, I can do that. And now we're gonna add the sugar. In goes the sugar. Now we're gonna attempt to put this here. So this is the first set of cupcakes right out of the oven. It's not looking bad, to be honest. I would totally eat that. Time to do the dry ingredients. 5/8. And put a little bit of salt in here. Time to head into the oven. So last but not the least, we'll add the flour to follow your hard batch. Okay, we go in with the vanilla extract. I'm gonna put the oil. I'm gonna use a little bit too much there. So this is the second set, and this one was made using the Bob's Red Mill egg replacer. Oven time looks good. That has gone into the oven for 22 minutes, and I might have to add more time to it. So this one is the last one, which is the one I did using the Follow Your Heart vegan eggs, and it looks very pale compared to the other ones. It doesn't have a lot of browning going on. I even put it in the oven. After putting hard labor into making these cupcakes, I think there's like obvious differences as to like color between the three. This one kind of had a better expansion, the one made with Bob's Red Mill. This one looks good from Just, but it didn't expand as much. The one from the vegan egg from Follow Your Heart doesn't have any caramelization. It's so pale, it almost looked like it barely passed through the oven, but I promise you it did. The very first one. Oh, it's actually not bad, even though my baking skills might be questionable. That looks pretty decent. Not bad at all. Okay, let's see. That's actually good. To also have a disclaimer, this is not a fully vegan product. This is just replacing egg in the product. So the vegan community do not come after me for this. I'm just testing something else because I'm curious. But the Bob's Red Mill definitely held its own. Pretty tasty. I would give that a 9 out of 10. Would I use this to bake again? Absolutely, 100%, without a doubt. If I am desperate and I have no eggs in my house and I want to bake, I'm going for this guy. So now we're moving on to Just. This one looks pretty good too. Looks amazing. It's soft. There's a bit of a flavor impact that I don't get from the Bob's Red Mill. It doesn't have that clean taste like the other one does, which is very obvious, very noticeable. For flavor, I would give this, I give it an 8. For texture, I give it a 9. Would I use this again to bake? Absolutely, 100% I'll use it to bake if I'm desperate. It's like I would not go out of my way to use this to bake, if that makes any sense. If I have it as an option, yes, I would use this. Now moving on to the last but not the least, Follow Your Heart vegan egg. I mean, it's browning on the bottom. There's just none on top. No. It's not for me, you know? I just think that like of all of them, it might not be a good substitute for an egg replacer for eggs. I'm gonna eat another piece. Flavor, not a fan. You can tell that it's not as clean. Again, like the Bob's Red Mill, I feel like that one was just really clean. It did what it needed to do. Protected that structure, it emulsified the ingredients. It really gave that binding effect that you're looking for when you get an egg. This one did get that bit of binding happening. I just feel like as far as flavor goes, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give this one a 5. Texture, 5. Actually, texture 4. Will I buy this again? Absolutely not. My preference, if I had to choose one, would be Bob's Red Mill, just because I feel like it's clean, it has a clean finish. It binds like it's supposed to, creates the structure that you need it to. You get caramelization from it. It doesn't impact the flavor, it doesn't negatively impact the texture either. Overall, just pretty much comes in, gets the job done, moves on. That's something I like. So preference out of these 3 is this one. Overall, great product, fun experiment for me to just try out. Most of these products I bought from Whole Foods. Maybe this one was the most expensive one, I'm not sure, but I can check again. I will show the price tag for this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.